All right, we are up and running. Yay. Yay. All right. Sorry. So, welcome to the Business Besties. Antoinette cannot make it today. It's one of
Oh,
those days.
yeah.
Um, so she is out, but she does wish us well and she says hello and everything. So, how was your Sunday going?
Um, busy, busy, very busy.
I completely understand. I prepped earlier. I set up a camera, got another camera to work so that I could use my phone camera so it's clear. And literally, I sat down at 7:45 and no camera would work. Like nothing would work.
Yeah.
I had like these questions. I sat down, my questions is gone. So that's why when you text me, I was like, you know what? Hey, look, we here. We just we gonna show up when we show up. But thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I I feel like I know you more. Like social media, you feel like you know people more than you know them.
Yeah.
Like I remember you from high school, but I'm just like I know her, but I really don't know her at all.
Yeah.
So, just a little bit about yourself. For one, how did you become a couponer?
Oh, long story. I'll make it short. um, 2013. Well, 2012 into 2013 because I was pregnant with my daughter. We lived in Akron, and there was a neighbor 2 houses over, and she was getting a whole bunch of boxes to her house. And I was like, what is that lady doing over there? So we started talking, and she was like, I get free stuff like samples and freebies, and I work with companies to send products. So I started that before couponing, but that opened up the
Mm.
door for couponing.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So did you start it as just like a hobby or just kind of like testing it out?
Yes, it was a hobby because everybody knows like I hate math. So the fact that couponing revolves around math is crazy to me. But I guess you love something, you pick something that has something to do with something you hate, you kind of just fall in love with it. So it's easy now.
I
But I
definitely
didn't think
understand
I
that.
would like it as much as I do. But I love it now. I can't see me doing anything else.
That is so dope. I tried couponing. I didn't have anyone to teach me. It was like those moments when I first moved to Charlotte, like we were just like super poor. And
Mm,
I was trying to figure out how to just like penny pinch. I was doing good with like detergents and stuff. I was like
yeah.
super excited. And then I just kind of fell off. But
Many people say that, but I mean, you can be with me and we can get it together.
definitely, because I be seeing people in the stores and I just like, how do y'all have the patience? How do you have the
Patience,
patience for it?
time, patience, because I have a partner. Her name's Carissa, and we pick a Sunday and we just the whole Sunday planning, doing deals, cutting coupons so you can be ready for the week. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience.
Whoa, okay. So when did you get to the point where you were like, I can turn this into like a business?
Um, let's see, 4 years ago, because it's when I met my partner. Because I was just teaching then, I was just doing it for fun. And I met her, and she was like, kind of like me, like really interested in it. She knew it's something that she wanted to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this person everything I've taught myself, and we're going to run with it. And that's what we did.
Okay, that is super. So did you start in a specific like with just foods or detergents or other things, or you just kind of like learned everything?
Everything. Um, let's see. What can I say that I did the most? Hmm, I would say hair care products is the easiest.
Okay.
Toothpaste, mouthwash is the easiest. So starting with that and then building to everything else. When you like now we do retail stores like Macy's, Old Navy. So once you get the hang of grocery stores, drug stores, we do Walmart. Walmart isn't a fan of couponers, but we do shop at Walmart. Once you get the hang of that, you would take it anywhere. So now
Okay.
we save everywhere.
That is super dope. And I see like you've been expanding. So are you just now getting into other fields, or like what branch it's time for something else?
Well, my partner took a break and I got bored doing it by myself because we were always together all day. And we're moms, so our kids was always together, but she took a break for a little bit just to make sure that all her things were together. I was like, you
Okay.
know what? I gotta find something else to do because I'm just sitting at home not doing anything. And the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, I'm into crafts. My big on crafts and things. So I was like, I want to do that too. And
Okay.
what I did was start with like t-shirts, um, based off couponing. So I put that into our couponing group and sold them for $5, and everybody told everybody. So that's what we ran with for that. Um, then what are we doing now? We're doing virtual assistants now.
Super
We
big.
teach people, yeah, we teach people about credit, business credit, because a lot of our friends or people we know wanted to start businesses during the pandemic, but they didn't know anything about any of that. So we were like, okay, well, we're gonna hop on that train too.
Right.
So we're doing a little bit of everything. I'm also a travel agent, so just a little bit of everything. But it all ties back into couponing because I make sure that it's affordable for everyone. I make sure that they can save money on what they're doing. So it all ties back.
That's like an entrepreneur. Like if you're just not hopping on the next money train trying to figure out
Yeah.
I feel
Yep.
like I have picked up so many just like skills since I started being entre. It's like, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah. A little bit of everything. You try a little bit and you see what works for you.
So how was it like building your what do you call it? Like your customer base with your bundles and things? Was it well, I know it's pretty easy. You just got some detergent half off and everybody come running. But did you still have to like master the art of like selling it, finding the people to sell it to?
Yes. I didn't learn sales until then. Um, but I cater to moms.
Okay.
Um, that's like whatever I do, I'm always pushing for moms that have multiple kids or single moms because they really need the help.
Yeah.
So with doing the bundles, I was like, I could do half off, but for a single mom with 3 kids, like half off, she still needs that money going somewhere else.
Right.
So my bundles are cheaper than what you would see other people, but I don't really do it for the money. I do it
Yeah.
to help mothers or people now in general, men, women.
Yeah.
But I'm all about helping people save money, to be able to put it towards their other bills. I make money in the process, but that's not the goal for me.
Yeah. Because that's when you create a tribe. Like I've really been learning
Hmm.
when you create a tribe, when you build a village and you stop worrying about like monetizing, but just like focus on making sure that you're building a connection with every single person. Like those people support you forever. Those are the people that
Yeah.
just will tell their whole family. They will literally, that's your beehive. I always tell people like when you start a business, like you need to create your own beehive. You need to have like your fan club that because like Beyonce doesn't never has to open her mouth. Like as soon as you insult Beyonce, the beehive is on it. Like she literally has to
Hmm.
tell them to calm down. She never has to like get anybody to, go to bat for her. And I just feel like that's how you create, like a business when you get people to like they show up. So
Yeah.
that is the best way to do it. Did you what was your did okay, so did you work like a regular, 9 to 5 top job before, or is your whole employment history really just like being an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
That is so
I
like
knew from the start that I did not want to work for people. I just knew it. Like, I never wanted a job. I've had jobs, but I probably didn't last longer than 30 days.
Really?
Um, I could say I've had four my entire life, and I will be 29 this year. And I've only had four because I was so dedicated to doing my own thing. And then I had to support my kids that made sure that I took the time I needed to get where I needed to be.
Well, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
I felt just like you, but I never had the courage. Like I would always say, like, I was like, huh, how am I just supposed to walk in this room every day for 30 years? Like I would just get so irritated, or I'd be like, I don't want a job. But I always say, like, from coming from Cleveland, like those working class environments, like those, that's like the most disrespectful thing you can say in my household growing up. Like, I can't speak for others, but in my household, to say, like, I don't want to work or I don't want
Yeah.
a job, like, they, it's just not something you do. So I hid
Yeah.
it for so long and I like ran from it for so long until now I'm just like, oh my God, what was I doing all those years? I cannot believe. Like now I literally every day I'm like, well, something gotta work because I ain't going back. Like
Yeah.
something will work because there is no other option.
Yeah. And I didn't really have the support. Um, there was a lot of people that told me it wasn't going to work out. And I think I would be a little bit further than where I am had I not slowed down because I let people tell me that it wouldn't work out. Um, so I really give a lot of praise to my kid's dad because he worked, he took care of us, so I could do what I needed to do and figure it out. And now, I can do whatever I want to do. Our kids are good, he's good.
And those
So,
same people ask you for advice.
the same ones.
The same ones.
The same ones, okay? The same ones. They need discounts and bundles.
They need discounts. They have advice. It is really a full circle how those same people turn right back
Hmm.
around and be like, "You the reason why I gave up on myself, and now you support me."
Yes.
I so understand that way too much. But that's good that you have a system. I do have a system as well, but um just knowing, because that's just so unheard of, especially for Black women. Like it's such a taboo, or it's not a norm, and it should be a norm because it is a norm.
Hmm.
To really have a support system or somebody to be like, look, you focus on that, I got this. And to be able to do that without it's because life is hard enough. Like,
Yeah.
how many kids do you have?
I have to.
Yeah, see.
Two of
how
them.
what's the age difference?
Um, 18 months. 18 months apart.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Journey. A long journey, but it was worth it for me. Like, that I wanted my kids at a younger age, so that way when I was older, I would be able to do things like I couldn't imagine myself running around with kids, little babies, at 40. So I
Right.
was like, I'm gonna go ahead and have them, but I'm also gonna have the dreams I want. So that way, when they get older, we can travel all the time. Like this year is our traveling year. I'm taking them wherever they want to go because I can finally do that.
Yes, that's what's up. I definitely need you in my life though when it comes to all those services because I need a travel agent.
I'm here.
I definitely need one because yes, once I started traveling, I was like, oh, I have to do this every 3 months.
Hmm.
I would love to do it more frequently, but minimum or
Yeah.
the max that I'll do is every 3 months. I have to go somewhere because life is just to be lived.
Yeah, it is. It is. And we are living in a time now where it's like, you got to do what you got to do. You never know what's going to happen next. So
Yeah,
you
I
got
was
to live
actually
it.
kind of sad when COVID, like when they were going back to school, because I couldn't pick up and go as much. It was
Yeah.
like I was getting real used to just being able to hop on road trips and do classroom in the car or, just be on the go. And now I'm like, I gotta wait for
Back to
spring break.
schedule.
Yeah, like now I have to really like sit here. I can't just hop on the road.
Yeah,
COVID definitely made that so much better.
it did. I enjoyed COVID. I mean, not for what it was, but for the free time, the room to just do whatever you wanted to do. I enjoyed that.
I did. I don't, well, I would say starting off, I was definitely very apprehensive. Um, but once I started to see the blessing in it, which it didn't take long, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was just all, positive Patty, because I wasn't. I was just like, what you mean I got this kid all day? Like, what you
And I
mean?
got two. So I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Right. So I'm not about to act like I was just team, this gonna work out. But once I started to see the blessing in it and I started to see the connection that me and my son grew, like it went from like, I think I just made a post where it was like I used to see him from 7 to 8:30 a.m. and then like 7 to 8:30 p.m. Like that was our relationship, between daycare and work. So it was like once I really started to see like, wow, okay, like he's really obsessed with me. Like we have this connection. It was just like I didn't want to lose it. But it definitely took me a hot second. It took me like 3 meltdowns before I was like, okay, this might,
I understand. I had a few myself. Okay.
Yes, I was just like every day, like my fiance would come on, he'd be like, "What's wrong?" I'd be like, "Just don't talk to me." It was pretty. Like it just got to the point where he was like, "I just want you to be happy." I was like, "Well, just homeschool, like you do it."
Yeah.
Because I can't do this. So, what would you say your biggest adverse, or not biggest, your biggest lesson that you learned just kind of like going through entrepreneurship as far as, learning how to build a product, take an idea and turn it into a business? What do you think like your biggest lesson was in that?
I actually just learned that lesson because I've been, like, we talked about it a little bit, but just not allowing outside people to move you from what you know that you can do. And it took me a long time. It bothered me so much to not have support from family members or people who I thought were friends. Like it did something to me. Like I had
Yeah.
all of this love for all these strangers and I love it. Like I love these people that I have met on this journey and they talk to me every day. But the people who should be there or you expect to be there, just not being there just kills you and it just makes you not want to do it. So you just got to keep the faith and you got to know that you got it and you just got to push through.
Yeah. That is so true. How long did it take you to really
Forever.
just
Forever.
I respect it. I
I'm
think
such a
I'm
family person. So, like
yeah.
you just, it's different. But, strangers are amazing. They become your family. They're your customers. They're always there. They're keeping up with everything you're doing. So,
No,
new family.
I definitely understand that. I've had the experiences. It didn't bother. I think I kind of came into it like trying to have a tough skin about it. Like, all right, you already know you're not doing this for nobody else. But I'm gonna be honest. I thought at least one or two
Mm-hmm.
people would have like, I really thought that,
Yeah.
but yeah, like you said, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Or I would say with me, it's the wanting everything for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or, it's like you want to call me now and you want me to do all of this for free now. But when I was trying to do it for free and maybe use you or, get your advice or those things, it was like you want nothing to do with me. But now when my time really truly is money, now you want free services or, now I'm supposed to drop everything and fit you in. And if I don't, then it's me acting funny.
Mm-hmm.
As if you didn't
Yes.
just decide that I was even worth your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am currently still
Yeah.
dealing with that. Yeah,
Yes.
but we're great and we know we're great and our
Right.
businesses are great. So
Yeah, I just told my fiance, I think this chapter of my life has really taught me that I've been a people pleaser for a very long time. And this year I've been shedding this skin. I've been really forcing myself to say no. And if I don't want to do it, don't do it. Like if it's going to make my day harder, like just say no.
yes.
That has been the absolute hardest journey. Like this.
I understand.
And I'm really learning, like, wow, you've really been a people pleaser since 5. Like you really don't know how to cut it off. And that has, but now I'm just like, no, 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 no. I got I'm just throwing those out left and right, and people just looking at me like, okay, we get it.
Mm-hmm. It takes a lot to get to that point. I get to that point and I still think like, maybe I can help.
Right.
And then I have to remember, no.
Like, no,
we're doing boundaries here this time. So no.
Those boundaries are so hard. And I'm always trying to help people and teach them that. But at the same time, I'm like, I get it. Like it's such a hard thing to unlearn that it's like you're gonna make so many mistakes trying to unlearn it. Just give yourself grace because you're not gonna create these bulletproof boundaries day one. Like you got a couple times to get used and abused before you just you know what, I'm done. That is. So have you started building a team yet? Outside of your partner that you deal with?
I'm trying to do that. Besides my partner, we've tried to do a team with the nonprofit that we were doing, and it didn't work out. So to try to put a team in place for the other stuff, we're like, you sure that we have to have a team? Like, can we just do this? We know we need a team, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll just wait a little bit longer. But we're trying to figure it out. I'm trying to put my trust of my business into someone else's hands, and that's hard because everybody doesn't think the way we think. They won't
Yes.
handle things the way we handle them, so we have to put full confidence and trust into strangers. And that's hard.
That is very hard.
Mm-hmm.
I completely understand that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to that place.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone tells me, Antoinette tells me I need to get an intern, but interns, it's just, I don't know. It's something about free labor that just makes me feel bad. Again, I know this is me. I probably should get over it, but it's in my head. It's all psychological. And I'm just I just feel bad about asking young Black people to do free work for me. I know it's an exchange of knowledge, but it's still, I'm trying to get over this because it's but free work though?
Yeah.
Free work. That sounds great right now, but I'm really trying to get over that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So are you where are you?
I am back in Ohio right now, just for a little bit because I was going to come back. I was going to move back home. I guess I kind of am. But I love Alabama. I went to Alabama and I fell in love with Alabama.
Really?
Okay, so I still have my place there just in case. But I said I was going to come home and get some things in order and then decide. But I liked Alabama. I think it was just leaving Ohio, being in Ohio forever, and then finally experiencing something new was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
How old were you when you left?
How old am I now? Okay, 28.
Trust me,
I left 2 years ago.
Oh, you left 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
But so it was a break. You got fresh air. I think it froze. There it is.
It came back.
Oh yeah, you got some fresh air. Yeah.
Yes,
I always tell
I
people
love
you
it.
gotta leave. Like just even if you fall, even if it doesn't work out, like just go because you will realize. I think the hardest thing was realizing that Cleveland wasn't the center of attention.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved to Atlanta at 18 and I just thought like, you come from this world and that's all you know. And then you go to this big city and everybody like, what is that? Like they just instantly just like, what are those you?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
it was like the most humbling moment. Like, what you mean? I'm from Cleveland. They like
Yes. That was the energy
Cleveland
of
Avenue.
Alabama. They were like, Cleveland, where's that? I was like, oh,
Right.
okay.
And it instantly makes you feel so small because you'd be like, what you mean? Like, I'm from Cleveland. They'd be
Yeah.
like, I remember I had a coworker and he was like talking about living by water. And I was like, yeah, I grew up by a body of water. He was like, you grew up in Cleveland. I was like, yes, I grew up by a body of water. And he was like, what body of water is by Cleveland? And I was like, Lake Erie. He was like, is that big? Like, he had no idea that like there was this whole Great Lakes. And I'm just looking at him like, wow, I'm really not that. I'm really not that big. Like, you feel bigger than what you are. And it was that moment. He was like, Lake Erie, what's that? And I was like, okay, all right. Duly noted.
Yeah.
But that's dope, especially I don't like heat, but I feel it.
I like it because I don't like the cold.
Oh, okay.
So missing out on winters,
Yeah.
great. It's just so great for me. I love it. So coming back home now with this cold weather,
Oh yeah, you picked the worst time. You picked the worst time.
I was like, yeah, no. So no, I have no winter clothes. I was like, I gotta go get winter clothes. I gotta get boots. I gotta get a coat all over again.
Yep. And you're gonna have it for at least another month and a half. You'll get a good wear out of it. Maybe two.
Yeah. I said, if I don't run back to Alabama first, but I'm gonna try not to.
The last time I think I went to Cleveland, I actually enjoyed myself, but it was the first time that I forced myself to just do my own thing. Like because I kept saying like I always come home and I never get to see the city of Cleveland. Like I don't know the city of Cleveland. I just know friends and family. Like and y'all are right, but I would really like to see the city that I see via y'all social media.
Yeah.
And the last time was the first time I was actually able to enjoy the city for the city. And I actually liked it a lot. And I was like, I probably would visit and not tell nobody and just like, go get a hotel, do my little sightseeing or whatever, because I truly enjoyed the city when I just went for this.
Yeah.
So how do you what are your plans for like expanding it? Do you think that you're going to keep doing the couponing for a long time, or you think at some point you're just going to like, go on to bigger and better things?
That's actually a current question. I've been juggling that because I haven't done it since I moved to Alabama. Um, and then I recently got rid of the couponing groups, and the people didn't like that very much. So I'm like, I have to know if I really want to do it for me, if I want to do it for everyone else, because it turned into a everyone else thing, which kind of
And it
makes you
became,
see it differently.
yep.
So I'm trying to see if that's something that I'm going to get back into the group of. Right now, I'm still going to teach people. I'm still going to be Ohio coupon. So we'll
So,
see. We will see. I'm juggling between now that it opened up the door for other things.
yeah.
So now I'm like, I have all these other things I want to do, but I don't want to forget it either. But there's so many things that I am doing now, and I feel like every day there's a new idea. So I'm like, okay, I need to tap into this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I have like a notebook filled with stuff. I'm like always like, ooh, and I could do this and ooh, I could, and I'm just like, girl, like at this point, you're gonna run yourself ragged trying to expand all of these different ideas. But yeah, that's the hard thing when you're trying to maintain something, but growth is just way more enjoyable at the time. So how do you balance it all? Mm, oops. There it is. There it is. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm saying, oh, how do you balance it all? Like, have you had to like really become very disciplined in your time management skills between mom and relationship and business and
Yes, time management has been a thing for me. Because when you're doing the business, you have to be on top of things all the time. Being a mom, you have to be on top of things all the time. So now I have like a full schedule, the hour, so I can get everything done the way it needs to be done.
do you actually complete it every day?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay, okay. Because I was gonna feel so
Majority, but
bad.
no. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I was just telling my fiance, like, I'm so tired of waking up on -6. Like, I just want to wake up on zero. Like, I just want to. I feel like every day I wake up remembering that there was 80 things I forgot to do yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But to know that's normal, I'm okay with that. I can live with knowing that that's normal.
very normal. I try to use my Sundays as like my content days so I can get it done for the week and I don't have to worry about it during the week. And then I can use that time to either be with the kids or get something done in the house and it's not work. Because I tend to put myself in work mode all the time. And I'm trying to get out of that.
Me too. Me too. It's the hardest thing. I've been telling myself, like, okay, your work day is over at 4.
Hmm.
Like, and I have to let it be over at 4. And that is really hard for me. So
Hmm.
hard because I will rush through everything. Like, all right, let's crock pot this dinner. Let's hurry up, get this homework done. I'm trying to rush through everything to get back to work because it's my dream. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm really learning like this is my dream and I know it's my dream because it really makes me choose between it and motherhood. And I didn't know if there was anything in the world that can make me choose between, my love and my child. So it's like to
Hmm.
find something that is an even competitor where you just like I really could not pay attention to my kid all day. It's like, okay, this is serious.
And that's why we came up with the like it's a every hour schedule because we were like kids might be feeling neglected, housework is feeling neglected, cooking is feeling neglected because it's business, business, business.
Hmm. Or I go into mom mode and then I neglect business and then I just feel horrible. Like I feel so worthless. I am just like, wow, I'm just a
Hmm.
slave. I'm just a chef.
Yeah.
And then that's when I'm going off on everybody. Like everybody just gets me but me. And I'm just having these meltdowns.
Yes. Completely.
I'm just like, why did they put this in the instruction manual? Like somebody should have told me this is. There are a lot of conversations that I had growing up, and I feel like the conversations that I should have had, I did not have in regards to parenting, life, motherhood. Like there were some
Yes.
like somebody should have told me I was gonna always be tired.
Hmm. If you're not tired, then you're not doing it right.
Right. Like y'all was like, oh, you having that kid, you gonna ruin your life. No, you should have just said you're gonna be tired all day. Because everything else y'all said never happened, but you could have definitely told me I was gonna never have a moment to myself.
Never, never.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. It was like I have been watching you on Facebook for a while. Like, of course, like, how you just be seeing people or seeing somebody, and I'm just like, I just be looking at these posts and not even realizing the face behind it because you have like the cartoon character. And I'm just like, I see this person all the time, and I just be commenting. And she just is dope. Like, I just love what she's doing. And after years, you do that for years, and it's just like you feel like you know somebody.
Yeah.
But you are doing it. Like,
Thank
you have
you.
given me confidence. I'm just like, okay, like I need to be, because I don't like Facebook. I am an IG person. So I am really trying to like get into but Facebook groups where the money at. And I am aware of that. And I'm trying to be where the money team at, because Facebook groups is where the money team is.
Well, you can help me with IG because I don't like getting on there. Like, I love being on Facebook in my group.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we can switch. Because I want a face. Like, I know I would thrive in that setting, but I don't know how to create the setting. And I'm just kind of I'm over the whole starting from scratch thing and having to research and figure it out and learn. Like, I'm just sick of it.
Yes, that's why I'm not doing IG anymore, because they took my last page that had all the followers, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. So
Yeah.
no.
It's like I'm everybody's like, well, you got to do this and you got to do it. But it's like, I know Facebook is where the money is. Like, I know I should be doing it. And then it's like, I'll get on there and it's so hard to engage. And I think I've never actually used Facebook outside of talking to family. And I realized, like, it's like 12 years. When did Facebook come out? I think I made a Facebook when I was like in the 8th grade. And this whole time I've never used it for like anything other than just like making probably inappropriate statuses as a teenager. Posting pictures of kids. So now it's like I'm really having to force myself to learn Facebook as a business and not as like Instagram was easy to learn as, like, Instagram as a business is easy, but Facebook as a business, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't.
Well, we'll help each other out. We'll get it together.
Yeah, we can definitely get together, because I just can't. But those groups, like I see people in groups and I'll be like, I need to figure this out.
Yes, get you a group. All the money's coming, I'm telling you.
How long did it take you to grow your Facebook following?
I won't say long. I'm doing something different now, though. We always got a lot of people in the groups, but I'm a thing where I love to know who's in my group, and if it gets too large, then I feel like that little community is not there anymore, and it's hard for me to get to know everyone. Like, there is about 400 people that I know. Like, I know their kids, birthdays, but then now it's huge now, so it's kind of hard to keep that same energy going. So I used to delete people that weren't as active. But I was like, okay, I guess I can't do that because I'm growing and people are finding out. So I guess I have to leave them. So I figured out a way to keep the family vibe going. But it doesn't take long, though. Like, you can use Instagram, since you're good with Instagram, and just drive them to your Facebook.
That's what I've been thinking that too. I've been seeing a lot of people do it that way, because I tried TikTok and I was like, no. I have this one video that has been living on TikTok rent free for since the summer. I would say since like July. I still get people liking this one video. And it was just a video telling people that you don't have to buy EIN number. Like, you don't have to pay for it. And it was like, stop paying for EIN DUNS number. It was like me yelling at the camera. And people still like reach out to me on TikTok and they're like, okay, where do I get an EIN number? How do I get a DUNS number? And I feel bad because I don't be on TikTok often. So I try to respond to them and I keep telling myself I'm going to be more active, and then I fall off and then I come back on. But then it's like people in the comments and they're helping each other figure it out. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not good at this.
Use that though. Use that video because you can tell them this is where you get it, but come on over to my Facebook group so I can help you.
That's what
In
I
the
be trying to do.
comments.
And now they stop. Like, I be like, all right, do you have Instagram or Facebook? And they'll come. I had one girl. It just that's where I'm like losing it. It's like trying to get them off of TikTok because you can't really have conversations on TikTok. Everything's I don't like it. So it's like trying to get these people over there and use the right words to say, hey, come this way. Yeah, I got to get better with Facebook though, because I'm missing a lot of money. Like, I know I am. I'm like disappointed in myself. Like, girl, get it together.
Yeah, I love Facebook. If I could just use Facebook, I would.
But you know what? It's such a big platform. Like, you really could. Because I was looking at some post and it was just talking about, everybody feels like they have to be on every site. And realistically, like, you need to be where your people are. And if your people aren't dancing on TikTok, then why are you dancing on TikTok? Like, if your people aren't looking for recipes on Pinterest, why are you posting things on Pinterest? Like, you have to be where that is. And I think initially I was trying to make my audience everywhere, and it just became way too overwhelming. Now that's why I'm just like, you know what? Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Like, I can't do anything else. And that in itself is too much because Instagram is way too much by itself.
YouTube was too much for me. Like, oh my goodness. Having to do videos throughout the week, editing. Oh my goodness. I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, depending on how I feel after this video end and I download it, we about to see how long I'm editing videos because I'm a perfectionist and I'm an analytical person. Like, I'm all about like figuring out how something works and like really figuring it out. And things that require way too much concentration are not good for me because I will get lost in a rabbit hole of becoming a graphic designer that I have no intentions to be. Like, I'm just trying to make a video, but I'll start to like Google everything. I'll get deep into it. I'm trying to figure out the perfect way to edit it. I start downloading more apps, and then you look up and 36 hours later, I'm a YouTuber. And it's like, I have gotten nothing done. Like, it's just not healthy for me.
That's me.
I'm not good. I'm like, y'all, people be like, but you're so good at, you don't understand how much time I waste in my brain. Like, my brain will just waste a lot of unnecessary time. But definitely that was pretty good. I was trying to make it to like 50 minutes. And I was like, how are we going to get to 50 minutes? So the fact that we got it to 43, I am just super happy.
Yay.
But again, I thank you so much for coming on. I truly appreciate it. And I think that you are just super dope and doing so many amazing things. And, I love when people tell me that they see me because I'd be like, child, I'm ready to quit. So I am just always about giving people their flowers because you never know when somebody just needs to be seen. So like, I see you and I think that you're doing an amazing job. And I just want you to know that.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh, that makes me feel good.
Yes. Every single time I'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I get a text message. It's like, oh my God, just keep going because you're just so dope and I just love you. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's how my partner is, and she's my best friend. So every day she's saying something sweet, and I'm like, girl, I needed that.
Right. You understand? I am holding on. So no, definitely. And we definitely can work together on some things because it's time for for us to link up and just really take these superpowers to the next level.
I am ready. Let me know.
Definitely. Well, I will let you go and get back to being an amazing mommy and partner. You are very welcome. And thank you for coming on. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for thinking about me.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.